Don't worry. There is a lot of confusion, but it's possible to end it. I wanted to illuminate into the mind something. It's just my experience, my life's work, I suppose, or what is there that I would like to talk about. So it's about talking. That's something that human beings do here, we talk, but namely we have the English alphabet now. So I noticed something, if anybody's familiar with me, I pulled up something about the English alphabet. And this keeps coming up, we have a problem on the globe, the global problem. Everybody wants a solution, right? Every even though we see there's a problem, first of all, yes, what is the problem? You see, there's a way to get lost in in the problem that causes other problems. And so now, but what I mean is you're going to get caught in the other problems and not the main problem. And the more you start to give these problems attention and you think you've waxed them out and you've done whatever you think you can do with that to solve those problems, they come back 16-fold or whatever. And now you're just a constant problem mower. Welcome to the world and how you make money somehow. Very much so. Otherwise, we would be a lot more creative than that. And that involves having solved the one problem behind all problems and then got into a real life creative mode. I think you got into creation. I think the creation of creation. If you really want to know what the problem is, it's the human mind. It's the unseen quality of it that is the factor. So, getting back to the English alphabet and what I've found is there's a definite cure there. It's an interfacing system. See, this is what they keep speaking about. I hear it's coming up. You're going to start hearing it the more that it taps into little old me or anybody else. When they start, it's like the narcissist. When you start going, oh, wait a minute, this is easy. I found something. It's really wonderful. They dial in and they say, well, the media starts to say something. They start already saying, oh, we're doing decoding. We're looking at an interfacing system coming from, ancient or something like that. And it's like, yeah, but it's part of the confusion. You can tell. I mean, it's there and it's like, how are we going to do this? Well, I'm telling you, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm telling myself, don't worry. That's the main thing that'll absolutely decay any chances of you, I was going to say, being used. That's what you came here to do, is you're going to be used by what? Now, you either let your human mind use you, or you let the mind of God use you. And that's for me now. Just now, I use that loosely. The mind of God includes the truth, is the truth, embodies the truth, contains all truth. Now, kids, I'll tell you what the truth is, right? Versus reality. Here's the truth, and here's the truth. But right here in between, the space right here, that's reality. That's what we're talking about. So if you can register that in your mind, we can have a conversation here. I just pointed out the second and third dimension. Outer space is third dimension. So that's something we need to know. See, I'm talking about the language and the way we talk with each other. But pretty soon I'm going to start pointing into the interfacing system that is sent down by benevolent beings who live in outer space. And this thing, now, they talk about this, and about books and about reading and stuff like this, is a big thing to read your book and have your book. And we could all agree for sure, yes. My perception, my perception to the experience that I'm having would not have opened up and solidified into, like, say, full faculty, I was going to say appraisal to the awareness that says, I am experiencing this. Boy, lost my place doing word salad for a minute, but I think we're still just coming into, we still have uh, Venus and Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed the entertainment. And I know I should change my title to be the Celestial Comedian. But anyway, glasses, please. Oh, where are they? Pardon me. Yes, talking about getting ahead of myself and then quitting while we're ahead. Well, the Aries. How do you like my tiger pillow? Thank you. The Aries is the part of the organism that points at the ones who are ahead. Now, this interfacing system called the English language, and that consists of the English alphabet, it is so funny because it's right there in plain view. We're talking about that now. There is a language or like something being said to you that you hear it, but you need to know what it really is. This is so hard to talk about. Not really. We do talk, and if you realize what talking is, whoops, my pillow fell. All I'm trying to say in this video is that there is a release amongst the media, the mainstream, and they've been saying this for the longest time, right? About books. Books, read a book, and there's a certain way they talk about books that it says no, that I'm saying no, this is now you're not, they're not really getting it. Let's look at Sagittarius, Venus. I just want to see, is it still comedy hour? Yeah, it's just, okay, on the 24th, Venus goes right into Capricorn. Goodbye. Sorry. Well, first of all, the Sagittarius and Capricorn vibe is so different, especially if you put Venus there, and what we get happy about, and so I was doing comedy. It opposes, it kind of lights up of course, the air signs love fire, and that, it just, you imagine air behind fire, and then, that's what I am, by the way, and the, Gemini's lit up with the Sagittarius, it's their opposite. So anyway, I was trying to talk about the interfacing system from outer space that, now, if you're writing books that only have one capital letter at the top, and now you got to listen to this language too. Listen to how it's going to solve our problem. I wish to God that somebody would understand this, because, well, it's okay if I'm the only one that understands it. And I'll tell you once again, having said that, don't worry. But there is a problem with there being programming, people's programming, the grammar, the way that they have been installed with their beliefs, which is a mind thing. When you say belief, the word belief, you don't know that all you're talking about is a hallucination, pretty much. A one-dimensional thing. See, there's the first, second, and third dimension. And the mind is the first, and it's very much like, your piece of paper. And they always try to explain, see how it's really thin? Very thin, but there's still a measurement there, so you don't have to worry about, we're still, this is reality, and the third dimension is not going to lie to you, as far as like how that the mind is the first dimension that is capable of a complete gaslight. Really, you have something going on that's capable of gaslighting within, that's just the organism, so that will cancel out, now hello narcissist, reality and the truth, the second and third dimension. And so anyway, I just wanted to clarify that what has been happening, and so that we can untangle it, and we will, don't worry. I mean, you don't have to understand everything, but contemplate that your interfacing system, the words that you read, this is mainly, it starts to you need to look at this. First of all, they are trying to hide all truth, all every bit of God. See, when I'm talking about the interfacing system, the vowels, they point at God, but all of it does, if even a word from the first dimension. The first dimensional words is what I'm trying to do with you here. You're trying to process in your mind something of a meaning. I get unfollowed because I'm sure the way that I speak is, see, I have Mercury conjunct Uranus, and once Pluto gets away from there, I will kick into more of a more, I was going to say, old English way. Like, people learn from me how to speak and how to type. Mainly, it's how to type. See, I attract people on my Facebook only because they read and they want to learn how to say something clearly like that. That clicks into their mind and it opens it. And they're like, okay, I need to learn this. I'm putting the word to and then and they in the right place. That's pretty much it. You know, it's like very simple vibrational frequency things. I mean, sequences. See, I have to catch myself with this Pluto thing. It makes me want to just get on the surface, the flat line, and just say stupid shit. And that's going to end. So, it take a lot of focus, but you see, my cell phone died, the battery, and I'm not going to re-up it. It died like a week ago or so. I'm just not going to use my cell phone anymore because it has such harmful EMF waves coming out of it. I can make a whole other 3-hour show on it, and we all should, and that's part of what we're going to turn around here on this planet, is all of this attacking on the. Now I want to talk about God in that part. The English alphabet is a line of, now you know of the capital letters and the lowercase letters. They took the capital letters away, and the capital letters, especially the vowels, always the vowels should be capitalized. Even if you don't understand it, do it. Just capitalize the vowels only. You will learn. Well, when you do learn, see, I know that not everybody's going to learn this, but there are, see this, now when you start getting higher up in the protection service, now call them the shepherds, that protect us. They have a sword. That sword is the English alphabet. It's trying to tell you it goes in a straight line from A to Z. There's a capital letters and the lowercase letters. This is a double-edged sword. They took the one edge away and left us the bottom. By the way that they scribe out the things for us to read, which is really math that we're supposed to be looking at to bump us into the real spectrum that we are interacting with here, which is the first, second, and third dimension. It's a really beautiful place, by the way. But the entire language system of the English alphabet, see the way we say things, and especially the way we write, that is only capitalized one letter at the top of each sentence, one letter, and then it drops and goes. And then certain things there that happen with the capital I only, which is a vibrational field of blockage. What I'm saying is very real. I had a teacher that taught me something. He confirmed what I was looking at just accidentally. I was looking at it because I began to, after year 8 or 9 or 10 on Facebook, I never imagined that I would be reading so much and writing so much. I never did. I didn't like it when I was a kid. I said, forget it. Forget reading. Why? Well, first of all, you want to learn experiences first. At the same time, you're going to learn how to read. Of course you are. I didn't say don't learn how to read. I just said turn off your television, turn off your TV, turn off your meta. You know, you're going to read so much, really. But okay, so you guys, I'm talking as far as the lowercase case wasteland books, libraries, the prairies of lies, only because where is the upper spectrum? And besides, for what are we talking about? What do we think we're talking about? Really, it's hilarious. This plane is so funny. It's funny, but at the say it's really funny. Horrific, horrific. It's the same as just saying we have empaths and we know how to do art and we can smooth things out and be comedians about the truth. But then, no, something doesn't want to take care of itself. The problem, the problem caller does not want to be found out. And imagine it. I mean, imagine how you're just a little child, and I experience it probably as my whole life, just thinking, wait a minute, I didn't cause that problem. It's not me doing that. Um, don't blame me, especially right in a relationship and stuff like that. So thanks for listening to this. But getting back to this thing that I'm talking about, the English alphabet, you're going to see it more. I'm going to be doing it more. I have to. You have to too, to tell you the truth. See, I busted the code on my cell phone using the full spectrum decoding of the language. And so there's so much to talk about it, to tell you the truth. But I was just letting you know that there is I was first of all I was alerted by a physical human teacher. I say physical human is because the rest I'm being informed by. I had astral travel and then I was informed about this certain thing, and I hope I'm doing a good job for these people. I swear to God, they're so beautiful. There's something very beautiful that's happening, and there is something beautiful, babes. See the lowercase case wasteland and that whole thing with the capital letter at the top and it drops. Now listen to this. I mean, it's the truth. There should never be one capital at the top. Now, when we talk about capital, you're free to capitalize anytime. What am I talking about now? Your current, see? Your current, your energy, frequency, vibration. I am jumping ahead on this. I will be able to see. I'm not copying anybody on this. It's coming in, and it's kind of simple. But what I'm getting now, what have been downloaded, which I'll probably be able to be clear about it or stumble over it in 3 months. But see, we still have this Pluto thing. I think that is very unfortunate for us all. That it goes into Capricorn for one last time in September. Not that it have gone. It going into Aquarius was any worse. No, Pluto is bad news for anybody who is hanging on to bullshit. That's all. Pluto's going to get rid of bullshit. Pluto's the one who opens up the closet and says, let's look at it. It's Scorpio. It says, really, you have bones and you think that's real, huh? And it's like, woo, peel through the truth of what's happening. Well, it's called the truth. It's eternal life. And maybe, just maybe, there is a war against all of that. And is that called evil? Probably. And so who's who? Boy, Pluto does take care of that both sides for us really good. That puppy right there, the guru, is the witch and God. All right. Happy New Age, by the way. We are so excited as far as my generation. Now, when I talk about my generation, it's the Pluto and Libra. And boy, when you talk about generation, isn't Pluto going to generate? Yes, it is. It's a plug-in. Yeah. It's the overseer of things. It really is God. You know, there's the sun, but Pluto's way over here watching everybody go or whatever, and Pluto's like, yeah. It's the last one on the zodiac there, and you know it's almost like the sun and Pluto are standing off there if you look at it. But no, there's a lot more trillions of objects to begin to have a relationship. Includes your nose boogers. That's pretty much what astrology is. It's like, can you transcend all of this? I mean, do you really need symbols to point at things? Yes. But what we're talking about here, boys and girls, is universal laws and things that are related that we can convey through language or math, mainly mathematic equations, just vibrational frequency, the celebration that's here in the universe. That's the truth. You know, everybody is going to experience this at one time or another. If you're a human being, I'm pretty sure the universe, uni means one. Verse. This took me fucking 3.5 years to figure out what does verse mean. But what does it mean? I know it's a for me as a musician, and this is the I guess I figured it out because I was a musician, and a musician, my teacher, who said, no, what you're seeing is real, and he told me, you're probably gonna figure it out more than me, because, well, why? Well, I'm a space being. There's space beings here. I don't want to get into it because it sounds racial, because there's a possibility of not being a stupid idiot, and expanding and figuring out how things work on a very scientific level, aside from your prejudice and shit like that. Like, what is the black human being? What is the yellow human being? What is the red human being? What is the white human being? What is the brown human being? What is the human being that's not a human being, but a black hole in there? And you're like, mommy, ma, you on the cross over there. She's like, I told you, please back away, back away. Send them to church. You stay out of it. I tried to save you with this strange sacrifice, but I'm about to get clear on all of that. I need to focus on my YouTube and start just at least isolating what I know is just a blink into something. Like I said, don't worry. These things it's going to work out. We're going to see the biggest. I didn't just say that we're not going to have a war, kids. And it's not a war, by the way. It's just, when there's gardening and then something has to be ripped out and taken care of. It's looking bad. Somebody doesn't like it. Other people say, yay, this is a great idea. And it's a matter of your intelligence after a while. That's what's really going on. And that's what's really gnarly. It's like, okay, so talk about a sacrifice, Hans. Either way, that's what's got to happen. Some of our programming may be ready right now. They're like, yeah, I know. I need to drop all of this right now and just stand on a freeway and take all my clothes and open my legs and say, fuck you. What the fuck is this shit?